welcome back to Cross Stitch to Globe. My name is Stephanie and this is a channel about cross stitch, and today is a Destash parade. So if you're new to my channel, if you're just seeing this for the first time because you heard like, oh, there are charts or there's fabric or whatever. This is a normal floss tube channel. We do, my sister and I started the channel 2 years ago. It was our 2-year floss tube anniversary, September 6th. So the next time I film a regular floss tube, it will be our anniversary. She's having some life is lifing, and so she's taking a step back, but that doesn't really affect today, because today is not about my personal stitching or your personal stitching. It is about destashing. And I've been so busy, I haven't had as much childcare as I'm used to, that things have really, destash items have really piled up in my office. I've had several people reach out with like stuff to send me, like that they found in thrift stores, whatever, and I've just kind of been saving them for like when I get to do a destash. And then this week, Guardian Angel sent me 3 boxes of some of the nicest cross stitch stuff you've ever seen, like R&R fabric, like just like really nice stuff. And it's just time. It's time to start getting stuff out the door. So I'm gonna probably need to break this up into 4 videos over the next couple weeks. I'm trying to kind of theme them out a little bit, but some stuff will probably, some categories will probably bleed over. Today is going to be fabric. Most of the counts I have are 28 to 36 count, mostly linen, a little bit of Lugana, but mostly linen, 28 to 36. I did keep some for myself. So there may be more destash fabric on another video if I pulled the pieces of fabric and the patterns that I really wanted and was not ready to let go of yet. And some of them, they have like stitching on there or whatever, so they're perfect for me to keep. But some of them it's like, I just need to think about them. So there may be more fabric in the future, but my desk is full of fabric, so don't worry, there is going to be fabric today. So like, not every destash I get is like fabric that is like but these are like all 32 and 36 linen, so we'll see. I'll probably get it together to like let them go, but those are the ones that I need to keep pending for a little while. Although they're so pretty. I just had to be honest with myself about how much I was allowed to put in the corner to see later. Okay, so today we're doing fabric, we're doing samplers, a lot of reproduction samplers, we've got Hands Across the Sea, Fox and Rabbit, Needlework Press, some out of print fancy samplers, and a lot of ones that are in print where the prices are just like, I looked up what 1 2 3 stitch was and made it lower than that. If you just want to shop, you can click my Etsy link in the description and just shop. But if you don't want to shop, you just want to watch the stuff, or if you want to watch the stuff and then make decisions, buckle up because it's going to be a good one. Like, I have a full box of patterns to show you guys today, so I should really just dive in. I've also recorded this intro like 3 times. I'm in a very weird, getting over my cold place. I'm a little cross-stitch pattern drunk, like when you've just looked at so many, you know, like when you're in a needlework store and you're overwhelmed with how good everything is. That's how I feel right now, except that it's in my house. And so I'm just in a weird place. So anyway, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. I would love to have you to talk about like my personal stitching and yours, but also there will be more destash parades in the next couple weeks. And then there will be, you know, I try to have destash once a month. It's just the summer got away from me. And then over the course of like the year, you know, I have some bigger, some smaller, but I do a lot. So if you like destashes, definitely subscribe. Okay, let's dig in. I'm going to show you the fabric. The fabric is not in any particular order. It's just like piles on my desk. So let's just dive in. So we have a 36 count fiber on a one oatmeal. And this looks like a fat 1/8. It might be slightly bigger than a fat 1/8. It might be a fat 1/4 that got cut up a little bit. I haven't listed these fabrics yet. I listed a lot of the patterns. I haven't listed the fabrics yet. So after we're done, I will photograph them, and ones that don't look like a real standard measurement, I will take pictures of. All right, this is a 36 count basalt with mini dots from Lindy Stitches. My guess is based on the package that it is a fat quarter, but I will double check. There are a lot of fat halves in this group. Okay, so this is a 32 count Lugana from Live and Dine in LA. It's a fat quarter and it's called Be Mine. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh my god, can you imagine Valentine's Day or a Mira or something on here? So pretty. Okay. I'm not going to worry about folding them up because I am going to take pictures right when we're done and then refold them. This is the fat half. This is from this is from Crazy Hamster. This is a 27 by 36, so it's a fat half. Crazy Hamster doesn't have names, but you can just see it's like a beautiful orangey brown. Would be great for Halloween. Oh, there's so many good things on there that could go on there. All right. I think that's the only piece of Crazy Hamster fabric I have. So if you're like, well, I don't know what it is, you can just look for Crazy Hamster because I don't have a name for the cut. Oh, this is a fat eighth of Weeks Dye Works Tiger Eye, which is also, I've never seen this before. There's like, I think 3 or 4 cuts of Weeks Dye Works fabric. I don't know if they're the old or new base. That's very pretty. Oh, okay. I let go of all the R&R fabric because I just was like, I can't keep all the fabric, and but every piece in R&R fabric was hard to let go of. This is called Plum Street Brew, and it's a full fat quarter. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. Oh, this is a Weeks Dye Works 36 by 54. So this is a full yard of Weeks Dye Works 32 count gunmetal in its original fat quarter shot package. So if you like gunmetal, or you're looking for like a dark chalkboardy black, there's a full yard of it. Oh, this is pretty. Okay. I think there are stickers on most of them. There were not very many where I fully didn't know what it was. Okay, I do not, there's no sticker on, oh wait, no, it's right up here, okay. This is raw, 32 count raw Belfast, which I think, I'll have to look up who the maker is. Raw, I feel like raw is Witchelt, and it might be Zweigart. It's one of the two, but I will look it up. That's really pretty. Okay. This is Hand Dyed by Rolanda, Lugana, Opalescent, fat quarter, and it's just, she just numbers her stuff 704, but it's a blue, sparkly opalescent with some light to dark modeling in there. That's really pretty. And that is Lugana. Okay. This is Hand Dyed by Rolanda, fat quarter, 32 count linen. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Okay, so it's like pinks and oranges and, well, pinks and browns. There's a lot of modeling. It's showing up pretty true. It decided to rain, so it's a little dark in here, but the colors are looking pretty true. So I'll try to make sure that, to double check, do the colors look true or not? Oh, guys, this was hard to not keep. This is color 32 count papaya by Color and Cotton, and it's a full fat quarter, and it's like there. That's the color. It's really pretty. And if you don't know, it's very easy to get Color and Cotton floss. Like, you can go to their website and order it, but their fabric is not always available. A lot of it has to be pre-ordered. A lot of it has to be pre-ordered, and but in the store they have a lot. So, oh, this is so pretty. This is 32 count Dirty Brown from XG Designs. I did not even open it out of the bag when I got it because I'm like, I love XG Design fabric and I cannot keep it. But it's really pretty. Like this entire thing is fabrics that are like the kind of fabrics I would stitch on in terms of like count, and a lot of them in terms of color. Look how pretty that is. So it's called Dirty Brown. I think this is the only piece of XG fabric that's in here. So it was difficult for me to be like, I'm not going to keep every single piece. So I want to say I pulled 10. Some of them are ones I actually like needed. And some of them are ones where like there was enough stitching in it that I didn't want to frog it. And I was like, well, I'll just keep it. That's, but I want every piece. I want every piece of fabric. It's funny because with patterns you can be like, oh, that's really beautiful, but I wouldn't stitch it, so I don't need it. But with fabric, it's like, I could find something to put on every piece of fabric. All right, this is a fat half of Barnwood by Picture This Plus, and it is 32 count. It's beautiful. This is Picture This Plus, fat half of 32 count Heroic. Heroic, I had never seen it in person before. It is, okay, that's closer. So it's like a brown, samplery brown with like red and blue pops. Like it's clearly like a very patriotic stitching friendly piece, but then also like a sampler that just has, oh, well now I'm like, oh, I can figure out what to put on here. A sampler that has just like red and blue pops on the sampler would also be very pretty on here. So that's 32 count. And then also, like, I could see Queen of Freedom or Lady of the Flag on here. Like, it's very, very pretty. Okay, this is a fat quarter of 32 count Picture This Plus linen splash. If something is Lugana, I will say it. If I don't say that it's Lugana, assume that it is linen, and that is very true to color. Oh. This is the one that was not labeled that I couldn't figure out what it was. And I don't even know what the count is. Let's see. I think this is 32 count. It's some kind of gray. My thinking is it's probably Picture This Plus, but I will put this, list this as like 32 count mystery gray. It's definitely at least 32 count, or it's 32 or 28, but probably 32 based on what else? Well, no, there's some 28 in here, so I don't know. I think it's a 32. But anyway, it's a mystery gray. It's really beautiful. And that's the kind of piece where normally I would just keep it and be like, okay, well, I have, like, I will find something to put on it. But I have a ton of gray in stash, so I don't need it. But if nobody buys it, I will keep it gladly. Okay, this is a linen from Hand Dyed by Rolanda fat quarter called Petal Pink. Let's see. Yeah, that's the color. It's like a pinky, pale pink. Like it is very pink in person, but like kind of like a light wash of pink. And that is unopened. Okay. This is a fat half of Moon Glow from Picture This Plus in 32 counts. That's pretty sure. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. And this is Eggshell by Fiber on a Whim. It's 32 count. Now, it was originally a fat half that I think has been cut down to a fat, that's at least a fat quarter fabric, so I will list it as a fat quarter. But this sticker says that it was a fat half, so, or this sticker says that it was a full yard, so I think this is an offcut. I'd never seen Eggshell in person. That is really pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. If you're a 32 count linen stitcher, yeah, today's your day. Okay, this is 36 count from Farm Girl It's linen from Farm Girl Dry Goods. And I think it's from her Patreon. Like, does she dye fabric? It's very pretty. It's like looks a lot like vintage porcelain from Lakeside Linen, to be honest. Maybe slightly pinker. Oh, it's so pretty. Anyway, it's 36. It's, how big is it? Let's see. Okay, it's a fat quarter. Yeah, I mean, it's, that is true color, but think in your brain leaning pink, not leaning white. It's really pretty. We're not even close to it. I think there's 50 pieces of fabric. This is the Fox and Rabbit May 2024 Fabric of the Month. It's a fat half and 28 count Old Man Emu Bush. That's showing up. That's true to color. It's a fat half. I don't know. Yeah, this was never stitched on. Yeah, look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this is a color that Fox and Rabbit has released, or if this is, was the Fabric of the Month unreleased. I don't know. It's called Old Man Emu Bush. This is one of my favorite fabrics, and the only reason I'm not keeping it is because I literally have 2 projects on it already. So, but this is 28 count pistachio from Fiber on a Whim. This is, it's 28 count is not the call for count, but this vintage centerpieces by Pedal Pushers that I'm doing is, this is the call for fabric for that, but it's a 32 count. How pretty is, I mean, it's just, oh, it's one of my favorites. Okay, this is a Fox and Rabbit 36 count elephant run. It looks like, interesting. Okay, this is a fat quarter. Under the sticker is a small stitching start. I'm going to move the sticker. It's this much stitching. I don't have time to figure it out before I list it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take into account the fact that, like, it has been stitched on when I price it out. So if you're looking for a really good deal on a fat quarter of Elephant Run, 36 count, it's here. It's not so much stitching. I mean, you could easily frog that out, but also, like, you could not use that piece too. But we don't waste Fox and Rabbit fabric, so that is not a reason not to. And that is the kind of piece that I would be like, oh, I'll just keep it for myself. But I have so much gray in stash that I am not stashing grays right now. But it's just that little bit of stitching. Okay. Oh, this one's exciting, guys. This is 36 count Lakeside Vintage Sugared Ginger. That is pretty. Let's see. Yeah, okay. This is kind of true to color. Like, definitely would make a great background for Halloween pieces. Yeah, there we go. For Halloween pieces. I mean, it's really pretty. Or spring pieces. And it's 36 count Lakeside. Okay. Oh, this is cool. This is 28 count linen called Mighty Marico. It's a fat quarter. It's from Those Missing Stitches, who I met at, oh, that's so pretty. It's, yeah, it's like a pink, but it's like this pink. I met her at StitchCon, the dyer, and this is, okay. It's, yeah, it's pink. It's like definitely pink. It's just the light in my office is kind of washing it out. I'll try to make sure the pictures on that are really good if you're like very particular about what shade of pink you're looking for. This is a burnished copper fat quarter of 28 count linen from hand dyed by Rolanda, and that is pretty true. Like, that is beautiful. Anything you would stitch on Cyprium or on Muted Sedona would probably look good in here. Halloween stuff would look good in here. I mean, this is like, it's beautiful. Okay. And that was 28 count fat quarter. Okay. 28 count Fox and Rabbit Duxbury fat quarter unopened. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. It's hard to pass up all these Fox and Rabbits. I kept like a piece of flannel flower that had like a weird, not a weird, but like had a cut into it. So I was like, it's meant to be, it's mine. But giving up on the other stuff is hard. Okay. This is Victoria sponge cake. Let me see. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, okay, it's Legacy 30 count. This is okay, so this is a full yard of 30 count Legacy Victoria sponge cake. And I have a yard. I think I have a full yard of something similar that's one of you guys sent me to, like, for my personal stash to play around with dyeing. But if you were looking for a big piece of, like, a chatelaine would look really good on here, because chatelaines are, you know, called for on 32 or 28, so like a 30, and like this is like a great plain background, but it's a full yard of fabric. Like, a lot of stuff would look really good on there. Oh. 28 count fat half a Fox and Rabbit Sugar Plum Christmas. This was their June 2024 fabric of the month. I don't know if this was ever made into a real, like a permanent collection fabric line. The purple on this is so good. The person that sent this to me sent me a picture of the fabric box, and this purple was in there. And I was thinking, if that is 32 count, I'm going to do my chatelaine on it. But it's 28 count, and so it's not big enough for my chatelaine, which is good because I don't need to buy a fat half of fabric. It's so pretty. Okay, another hand-dyed by Rolanda. This is called Pollywog Princess 32 count fat half. So if you have a project that you need a fat half for, it is, oh, it's so pretty. It's like purple and light blue. It's light blue. It feels like a light blue with purple modeling is what I would call it. And there are some places where there's like a little bit of green modeling too, but like the green is very light on it. Oh, it's so pretty. So again, that is 32 count Pollywog Princess from Hand Dyed. Oh no, this is Hand Dyed by Stephanie. I'm sorry, I said Rolanda. This is Hand Dyed by Stephanie. Oh, that's okay. I'm trying to get it where you guys can, like, where it's just light blue with light purple and light green modeling, but the green is not very pronounced. Okay, so this is a little bit of an interesting one because, so this is a 32 count Lugana called Ernest Emma from Those Missing Stitches. But as you can see, there is a tiny bit of stitching in it, and this is a Lugana. So this is the kind of thing where it's like, I would maybe keep it for myself if it was linen, but I'm not really a Lugana stitcher. It hurts my hands. But if you are a Lugana stitcher and you want a piece of Those Missing Stitches, but you don't want to pay full price for a fat quarter of it, well, the Destash price on Lugana that you have to frog is a lot less than getting a brand new. So, or, you know, you can cut that out and not use that. I don't know what pattern it was that was being stitched on there. But anyway, I have kept, like I said, I've kept a lot of pieces like this where there's little bits of stitching because I don't mind frogging that out. And if it was a piece of fabric that I knew for 100% I would stitch on, I would keep it. But I just don't stitch on very much Lugana. It is blue. It is kind of like, yeah, there we go. That's the blue. And it's got some modeling in it. It seems like it's like light blue with like some darker blue modeling, but not like harsh modeling. And again, a tiny bit of stitching that would need to be frogged out or cut off. And it is a fat quarter of 32 count Lugana from those missing stitches, and the colorway is Earnest Emma. Okay. All right, this is 32 count Seaweed by Fox and Rabbit. It is so pretty. And I really want to keep it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to, but I want to. I love Fox and Rabbit fabric. I don't know if it's the first piece of linen I ever stitched on was Fox and Rabbit, but I love them. And then when I go to buy them, they're always a little bit more than I want to spend because they're so good. So this is a good way to get it. But how pretty is that? It's like dark green with like little bits of like lighter green that almost feel goldish. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Oh, this is a fabric I did keep because there were two of these in here. There were two fat halves of 32 count Swamp, and I have wanted to get Swamp for a certain project for a long time, so I kept one and I'm destashing one. That is a pretty good. If you guys know, if you watch me, you know I like to stitch on kind of like I like to stitch on dark yellowy greens. I just do. So yeah, that's so pretty. So it's a fat half of Pictureless Plus 32 count Swamp, and it's beautiful. Like absolutely. My friend stitched Cathedral Woods Goddess on that, and so I've always wanted to get a piece. But then I started Cathedral Woods Goddess on something else. I'm not that far, so I could switch. But then also there's other things I want to stitch on it now because I became obsessed with it. Okay, this is 36 count Weeks Dye Works Sanguine. That's the color. 36 count orangey brown, samplery orangey brown, Sanguine. Okay. Oh, yeah, so Seaweed from Fox and Rabbit, there were two 32 count fat quarters. But because I kept that fat half of Pictureless from Swamp, I was like, I'm not allowed to keep. I'm not allowed to keep both. Okay, this is Weeks Dye Works Dolphin. This is a fat quarter, 36 count. Yeah, that's the color. So I guess there's 4 pieces of Weeks Dye Works fabric, but I don't know what the base is. Okay. This is 36 count Vellum by Pictureless Plus. I love this fabric. This is a little fat. I think this is a fat 8, but I gotta measure it. I love this fabric so much. This is what I've started Jane Wood on, which I haven't even gotten to show you guys yet. That's probably truer. And that was hard to pass on, but I was like, I'm going to be stitching so much on Jane Wood that, like, am I going to want to put another project on the same fabric? I don't need to. Okay, this is 36 count Rin by Pictureless Plus. I gotta look. This is either a fat 8th or a fat 16th. I will look them up because they're the same. They're both from Hollow Stands Creates originally, so they're the same size cut. I think they're fat 8s, but I gotta double check. Okay, this is also from Hollow Stands Create. This is 36 count Pictureless Plus Mirage, which is very pretty. Oh god. Okay, this is one I wanted to keep so bad and I didn't. This is like, you know, it's like when I could just envision all the things I would stitch on it. But it's like I have enough projects and I have enough in stash, and then I pulled a little more stash, so like I can't have everything. But oh my god, this is 36 count Duxbury. This is a fat half. So if you've been looking for 36 count Duxbury or want something like this with like the heavy modeling, fat half for a project of a fabric that is hard to get, here you go. It is Let me show you. Like, so the modeling is it's like splotchy modeling like that, and it's subtle in some places and others. It's subtle all over, but in some places it's very noticeable. In some places it's less noticeable. It's really beautiful. If you don't have to buy it. If nobody buys it, then I'll just go back and take it. Okay, this is 28 count Lakeside Vintage Exemplar. This is a fat half. This was a crazy one for me to destash, but oh, okay. So it is a fat half with a small piece taken out. So I will adjust. I haven't priced it yet. I will make sure. So if you're looking for a fat quarter plus, oh, and there's some stitching in it. Tiny, 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 tiny piece. So if you, this is someone's lucky day, because this is a hard fabric to get. It's beautiful. The thing is I have projects on this, and I have some fat eighths of this in stash in this count. So I don't need this, but I will note all of the things about this piece that make it not a standard fat half. It has, you know, a small chunk out of it. It has like 12 stitches that need to be frogged. So if somebody's looking for a 28 count Lakeside Vintage Light Exemplar, this is the piece to pick up, and that's kind of the color. This is the called for, not the called for count, but the called for fabric for a lot of things, like a lot of Blackbird patterns, but also I'm doing Heartstring Sampler's Christmas Bell sampler on it, but I'm also doing it on 28 count, which makes it really big. But Vintage Light Exemplar is just the called for a lot of fun things. Okay, I'm gonna try to not edit this very much, so I'm sorry I keep checking my phone. I would normally just cut that out, but I don't have time. This is R&R Patriots Brew, 36 count, full fat quarter. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Like that. Yeah, that's the color. Okay. We're not done with fabric. We have about 10 pieces left. So this is Weeks Dye Works, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This is 32 count straw by Weeks Dye Works. There we go. That's the color. Okay, so maybe we have 5. I'm not sure. I haven't ever touched Weeks Dye Works fabric, so it was kind of interesting to see it all. But again, I don't know what's old and what's new base, or how you would tell, because I'm not familiar with it enough to see it. To me, I feel like this would be the new base, because this means it's on a Zweigart, this orange. But I can't guarantee anything, so I'm not going to try. Okay, this is 28 count Easy Grid Lugana. Now, again, this is a fat half with a tiny bit of stitching up here that you could cut off or frog. So if you're looking for easy count Lugana, easy Grid Lugana, but you don't want to pay full price for it, this is your day. Because I'm just gonna sell it as is, not try to cut the stitching off, and so you can just enjoy it. But again, like, depending on what you want to stitch on it, you probably could just cut it off unless you need the full fat half. Okay, this is so pretty. This is 32 count, a fat half of 32 count. Picture this plus. It's called Carnival. I've never seen this fabric before. I don't know anything about like how often it is stocked. It is pink with purple modeling with some like, there's places where I can't tell if it's light pink or if there's an orange added to it, but it's definitely pink with purple. It is so pretty. Like, and it's a fat half, so if you're trying to find a piece that like we want to do for a Mira where you need a fat half, like, this is so pretty. Okay, this is a half yard of Alchemy 28 count linen from Picture This Plus. Again, it's a full fat half. So that's awesome. That is awesome. And that one is so pretty. That's 28 count. Okay, so this is Jamie's kilt from Hand Dyed by Stephanie, 32 count fat quarter. And Jamie's kilt, I assume, is an Outlander reference. It is like a brown, beigey gray with brown, purple, and maybe greenish modeling. I don't know. My guess is that if you know the show, you would know why the colors are the colors that are in it. But it's definitely, it's definitely got visible purple modeling that is very subtle. It's really pretty. And if you're like, I don't know, you might be able to look up more pictures of that online. I don't know how special of a dye it was. This is a fat eighth of 28 count easy grid Lugana. So this one does not have any stitching on it. And this is a half yard of 28 count Valor by Picture This Plus. Just gorgeous. So if you're like, I will clearly mark the pieces that have stitching on them. Most of them do not. And the ones that had a little bit of stitching on them that were fabric I like, I just kept them because I'm like, well, that's easier than dealing with it, because I also know I would stitch on them. But if you are worried about it, I will clearly mark which ones have stitching on them, and the few that do will be very marked. Okay, this is okay, now these are things I should have listed when I did the Ali Z Destash, but did not get listed. I had 4 pieces of fabric from that Destash that didn't get listed. So, and then I have not had, I wanted to list them and I haven't had any time to since that Destash in June. So this is the 32 count Tarnish, a fat quarter of 32 count Tarnish by Picture This Plus. And it is beautiful. This is, the other 3 of these are even weaves that are Jody fabrics, Jody from the Steel City Stitchers. This is a fat quarter. They don't have color names. This is just like a pinkish one, a light pink one. They are labeled as Lugana. And they're all, I believe most of her fabrics, or at least at the time that these were purchased, were like one-offs, fabric of the month types. So let's see, can we get it to look pink in the camera? Yeah, I mean, it might be slightly pinker than that, but it's a true pink. I'll just try to make sure the pictures are good. And then we have this like gray of the same 32 count, wait a minute, 28 count even weave. These are both 28 counts. 28 counts. Okay, now, last piece of fabric for today. 28 count Lugana Jody fabric. I think this is a size 8. Yeah. And it's that blue. It's really pretty. It's got some modeling, but not a ton. Like tonal, some slight tonal modeling. Okay. That was fabric. Again, I'm not gonna be trying to do much editing on this. I have a little bit of editing I gotta do, but I'm gonna try, like, I really can't be editing in the middle, so I'm gonna have to reset. And then annoying, like, but it's gonna be annoying. So, okay. I got 2 kits up here I want to show you guys before I get into this pattern box. So the first is a complete kit for Dimensions Gold Collection Enchanted Ornament Stockings. I think these are the ones that Samantha the Hugo Stitcher has been stitching that are so pretty. But this kit is open but complete. And then this is really cool. I've never seen this before. And when I did list this already, and I think it's not something you can just get. This is my Heart is Full, a Stitcher's notebook from 5 Times Blessed. It's the pattern, and it also includes the perforated paper, because you stitch the perforated on this 14 count perforated paper, and then you put it on a notebook. I think this was a class kit at something from the attic, is what I gather. The only one I could find for sale online was like a $45 one on Etsy, or eBay, but it included the notebook. I think the pattern might be available digitally, but I'm not 100%. But I already listed this and priced it, so whatever I priced it at, I'm not going back and changing it. I don't think it was that much. I didn't price it like a full kit because it didn't have the notebook with it. But how pretty is that? And my friend Rebecca from Beck Stitches Everything has been stitching more on perforated paper, and it's just so pretty. And the reason this is up here is because, like, I don't want the perforated paper to get damaged. Like, obviously there's like a tiny bit of wear on it because it's like, you know, a few years old and it's been in the mail and stuff, but I want to keep it from getting any more, like, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. And then so that you wouldn't have to replace the perforated paper. Okay. Alright, how am I gonna do this? I need to keep the fabric up here because I need to photograph it. So I don't want to move it somewhere far away. Okay. But again, I'm not going to be editing this that much in the middle. I'm just going to hopefully edit the beginning and the end. So let me get these patterns out. Okay. There are, I want to say, almost 200 patterns in this box. Most of which are reproduction samplers. But I know there will be some of you, because some of you guys have already been messaging me and like, I heard you got some hats coming. What are they going to be? So I'm going to try to do the Hands Across the Sea ones first. And then do the rest of them after, so that if you're here only for the Hands Across the Sea ones, you can see them. Most of these Hands Across the Sea patterns are fully in print, but some of them are out of print ones from the Words of Wisdom box and from the All Things Bright and Beautiful box. So some of these are out of print and will never be released, but most of them are in print on the on the Hands Across the Sea website. So the prices on these, I haven't priced them all out yet, but like I just know like some of them are out of print, hard to find, and some of them are very easy to get. So it's going to be a range, and I have not looked them up yet, so I can't tell you what they're going to be. But I was talking to a friend who stitches a lot of Hands Across the Sea, and I have never bought one before because it's just hard sometimes to look and be like, oh, it's expensive. Because they're done so, like, if you've never seen a Hands Across the Sea booklet, they're done so well. And I had never seen a booklet in person. I'd only seen, the one I have on the go is a like PDF that I bought, which is done really well. But these booklets are so good and pretty. And then most of them come with like a project card with the threads and stuff. So they're really beautiful. And I did pick out a few to keep for myself that maybe in a month or two I'll decide, like, you know what, I'm not going to stitch it. But I pulled a couple that I was like, you know what, maybe. These are the ones maybe I want to do. Okay, so let's dive in. I think I have over 25, it's between 25 and 30 Hands Across the Sea. So this is Jessie Stewart. And I don't remember, my friend told me, but I don't remember right now which ones are the ones that are out of print and which ones are not. So when I go to list them, that's when I will go back to her notes and then also look up, you know, what's on the website, prices and stuff wise. So I don't know to tell you which ones are out of print or not. But if you're interested, By the time this goes live, they will all be listed in my shop on Etsy, and you can see for yourself like if it's listed as out of print or not. This is Alice M. Tippett, 1894. Oh, look at those pretty little birds. This is Catherine Wallace, 1839. To me, this is a very Alice in Wonderland, Queen of Hearts in the middle sampler. It's so cute. This one is Mary Crompton, 1838. And I really wanted this, and then I realized it's very similar to Jane Wood, and I don't need to do both of them because the design size on this is 316 by 367. So it's not like a small little one. It's still big. So I passed, but it's so cute. I'm just very drawn to this style of sampler. This is Jeff C. Ormanston, 1887. I wonder what the call for fabric on this is. All of them have thread legends with the DMC conversion. Nicola's famous for doing her her DMC conversions as being very good and thoughtful. And they all have like 103s and Soie d'Alger and DMC. What is the fabric? Oh, Fox and Rabbit Black Swan. Look how pretty that is. Okay, Isabella Watson, 1867. Oh, that's so pretty. Rosa Sugars, 1881. This sampler made me angry because it says age 4. And my kids are like 5 and 2, and I'm like, should my daughter be stitching this in 1.5 years? Has my son already outgrown, like, should he be able to do this? But like, no, it was a different era. Like, but that's still beautiful. Age 4 though, like, wow. Sarah J. Jones. I know this was an exclusive and has now been released. So if you're like thinking it's an exclusive, I know this is the one that just got released for wide release. But it was an exclusive when it came out. Okay, this is Annie Bayliss, 1887. This I know is an exclusive because I like really hemmed and hawed about the next couple I know are exclusives to the boxes. This is Celia Pudney, 1905. I really like this one. I told myself I was only allowed to keep one booklet that was like the exclusives. And so this one lost, but I absolutely love it. This I know is exclusive because I also just saw that my friend Rebecca is stitching it. This is Maria Ward, 1839, English Bickner. It says, the loss of gold is much, the loss of time is more, the loss of Jesus Christ is such as no man can restore. And Rebecca, who's Lofty Makes on Instagram, just posted an update of her progress on that. This is Harriet Baker, 1835. Beautiful. Oh, I think this is, I think this is an exclusive too. So that means the ones in the middle might have also been exclusives. This is Wisdom and Understanding. And Sarah Burt, 1841, Wisdom and Understanding. Sorry, this was, I think, from the Words of Wisdom box. And then this is not exclusive. I just have it in this pile because this is one I was really deciding on if I wanted to keep it or not. This is Mrs. Campbell Oban, 1805. Mrs. Campbell, 1805. I just love the border on that. It's so pretty. So those are the little booklets. And then here are the big booklets. Eliza Martha Linfoot, 1834. Elizabeth Duff Curtin, a Scottish sampler, 1873. A Scottish sampler worked in the Aberdeen Female Orphan Asylum. Most of the bigger ones do have their project cards still in them. This is Lucy Barber, 1857. Oh, I love this one. I can't remember who, but somebody has been showing progress on this one a lot lately. Mary Lee, 1793. And Forfeit, 1812. So pretty. A Present for a Friend, 1864. I remember when Nicola released this one and I really wanted to get it. I think it was, I don't know. I really liked this one. Something also nice too, because it's only 3 colors, but I decided, if none of you guys buy it, then I'll just keep it. Anne Johnson, 1832. Exclusive reproduction for traditional stitches. So traditional stitches is in Canada, so it's not hard to get, but there may not be as many copies circulating around. I'm not 100% sure. I think when they do exclusives, they're always, like, for a store, they're always exclusive to that store, and they're never wide released. So that says an exclusive for traditional stitches. Okay, this one's so pretty. Mary Cornwall, 1827. Elizabeth Harding, 1791. Hannah Gaskell, 1823. I've been seeing somebody else posting their progress on this lately, and I can't remember who. And then this is The Last Hands Across the Sea. Elizabeth Poindexter, 1797. A channel from Jersey City Island, Channel Islands. Okay. Those are the Hands Across the Sea. Now, there are still like over 100 other patterns that I need to show you today. So this video might be longer than I thought, but I need to not edit it very much, so that's fine. This is the Scarlet Letter, Be My Friend. We're going to go through these pretty fast. The Scarlet Letter, Autumn Garden. Pineberry Lane, Merry Halloween. That's really cute. Pineberry Lane, Mayhittable Rights Redwork Sampler. Marjorie Massey Quaker. I know someone, I don't know who it is, but I've been watching somebody stitch this. A Handkerchief Sampler by Shakespeare Peddler. Sleeping Bee by The Blue Flower. Cranberry Christmas by Hands On Design. Shadow Moon. Oh, that's pretty. The Shadow Moon on Hallows Eve lights the way so ghosts can leave. Hands On Design 2016. I've never seen that. That's really pretty. Blue Flower, Wildflowers. Buttercups have honeyed hearts, bees they love the clover, but I love the daisies dance all the meadow over. I've never seen that. That is gorgeous. 2021, The Blue Flower. Try to Mark Well from Scarlet House. Antique Scissors and Spools. I have this pattern. I have it as a whip. It's a long story. This is by Shakespeare Peddler. It's in a round robin that may have been confiscated by the Australian Postal Service, so I might need to stitch it again. Bringing Home the Tree from Scarlet House. Henrietta Binns, 1837 from Scarlet House. Brenda Gervais, The Snowball. Heartstring Sampler, A Ship for Mary, which is a reproduction sampler. I like this. This is Scarlet House and Heartstring Sampler Berry Bowl samplers. I think it was the calculated stitcher. You like stitch each stitch one, you give it to your friend. Like you stitch each piece of the sampler on 2 different pieces of fabric, and then you trade one half of it with your friend. So you both have stitched the full sampler, you both have a full sampler, but it's on 2 different pieces of fabric. Ink Circles, Needles Dance. I think my friend Jen stitched this. It's so pretty. Little House Needleworks October's Party. October gave a party, the leaves by hundreds came, the chestnut oaks and maples, and leaves of every name. The sunshine spread a carpet, and everything was grand. Miss Weather led the dancing, Professor Wynne the band. Annie B's Love Always. Canine quotes from the Scarlet House are about dogs. Scarlet House samplers. Scarlet House Summer School Box. This was from the Attic Summer School in 2021. I don't know. I haven't looked to see if this is like an available pattern or not. Stars and Stripes by Brenda Gervais. Heartstring. Oh, this is so pretty. Pomegranate Bowl by Heartstring Samplery. I don't think I'd ever seen that before, but this is old. It's got a real photograph on the cover. And this one does too. This is old. Oh, this is a full kit. This is Stacey Nash Primitives Country Sampler Schoolgirl Sampler Spring Sewing Bag. So this was a Country Sampler exclusive. I don't know if it's still exclusive anymore, but this is a full kit on how to make. So it's got the fabric, the floss, and then the finishing fabric too. Love You More by Running with Needles and Scissors. Dem Bones by Erica Michaels. Hands-on Design Deer Tier. Honeyberry by Erica Michaels. Cricklewood Crossing by Stitching Misfits by Cricklewood Crossing. I had never heard of them before. Lindy Stitch's Queen of Thread. We Are the Sampler Makers by Scarlet House. Sarah Barnes by Scarlet House. A Ghoultide Welcome by Plum Street Samplers. Autumn Squirrel by The Blue Flower. Yuletide Delivery by Plum Street Samplers. Silent Night Pen Keep by Stacey Nash. Tomato Pins and Scissors by Lucy Beam. First Snowfall Pen Keep by Stacey Nash. One Stitch at a Time, La-Di-Da. And it says beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. That is really pretty. Samplers by the Scarlet House. Did I already have a copy of this? I don't know if I showed one. If so, I'll just make it so that the same listing has two. Tending the Flock by Scarlet House. Stacey Nash, Jane LaFergie Hoop and Thread Sewing Bag. From the Heart Needle Art, Catherine's Little Sampler. And Friendship Sampler from Bindi Stitchy and the Blue Flower. Good ships and wood ships, ships that sail the sea. The best ships are friendships, may they always be. That's very sweet. Okay, let me get the next title. Oh, this is a cool thing. This is the Scarlet House. It's not a kit, but it's a pattern with the finishing piece. So it's this, a Stitcher's Alphabet, and then the wooden piece that you finish it on. Which to stitch it and have it fit on this piece of wood, you need to stitch it on 40 count, FYI. So if you are a 40 count stitcher, then the piece will fit for you. This is a little Tabby Cat kit from the Great British Sampler Weekend in 2024. I just got the kit. Oh, I guess I had 3 kits in here and I put them all together, so I just show you the other one. This is the B Company Cross Stitch Chart Noel with a little kit to make it into that tag. Okay, back to charts. These are the rest of the like little charts, and then I go back to the big charts. Okay, this is Pineberry Lane, Mary Oakley, 1818. Pineberry Lane, Hurrah. Hands-on Design, Wear It Well. I've never seen that before. Plum Street Cinnamon Stars. We were just talking about this today, and the membership stitched together. Winter Essentials from the Primitive Hair. Primitive Stitching by Shelly Ann. This is called A Tisket a Tasket. Shelly Allen. Shelly Allen? Is that? Okay, I don't know. There's something about the way that this is branded that I've never heard of this brand, but makes me wonder if it's actually the same person as another one of these designers, but I can't tell. Okay, the Bowl Series, Liberty Lodge. Ida Knoll Revisited. That is so pretty. Original design by Hand to Work. That is so pretty. All Through the Night, A Sheltering Tree. It says friendship is a sheltering tree. That's pretty. Scarlet Letter, A Token of Alright, this one was hard. A Token of Friendship. I really wanted this one, but I didn't. Souvenirs of the Heart, Autumn in Amana from With Brenda Gervais with a Needle and Thread, copyright 2019. I haven't looked this up. I don't know if this is available or not. This is Project Quarantine, Stay Home and Stitch with a Needle and Thread. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and list this, but because Stay Home and Stitch at this point could mean a lot of things. So I don't think the message is like not current, even if the times are different. Simple Pleasure Sewing Pouch by Stacey Nash. Little Red Work Pin Keep by Stacey Nash. Louise Koenig Redwork Sampler Pocket and Fob by Stacey Nash. Turkey Hill Schoolgirl Pocket by Stacey Nash. Mary Collier 1814 by Lottie Da. Christmas Motif Sampler by Erica Michaels. Constant Companion by Erica Michaels. Lily White 1884 by Lila's Studios. Especially if you like paper copies. Most of her stuff is digital. Mary Shellew Sampler 1811 by Of Female Works. I've never heard of them. That is so pretty. Anne Thompson 1811 from Lucy Beam. The Embroideress from Erica Michaels. Painted Sampler 1894 by Red Barn Samplers. Lucy Owen by the Scarlet House. And Little Deeds Sampler by the Scarlet House. Okay. I think my battery's gonna die in a minute, so at some point it'll like cut weird, but Queenstown Samplers, Miss Mercedes Ospina 1863, a Colombian sampler. That is so pretty. Carriage House Sampling's Garden Sampler. I had to come to terms with the fact that I'm never going to stitch this because I really want this. It's been in my wish list so much. And then looking at it being like, okay, if I keep it, do I really want to start it? And it's like, no, let's let somebody else but it's amazing. My Lady's Needle and Jones. Strive to Mend from Needlework Press. Whilst Iris naps, Sophia Neal, 1832. I think this was a like kit exclusive and it may not be easy to get. I already listed it, so I don't remember what it was, but it was like one of those where it's like I couldn't find it like in a normal way. Life by E.D. 1890 from Needlework Press. Let's dive back in. This is what we have left for today. So not that much left. They're almost all samplers with like full-size pamphlets. Okay. Hannah Lancaster sampler. This is from the Worcester Museum, Art Museum. Worcester Art Museum. This one is pretty easy to get. There are two, the other two I have from this museum are very hard to get, but this one is more readily available, but it's just like, it's not out of print. Look how good this is. Summer House Stitchworks Peace Quilt, and it says Peace on Earth. Fox and Rabbit, Mary Ellen Turner, an Australian sampler. Okay, Woodland Waltz by Summer House Stitchwork. I could not find, what's in this? Okay, so it comes with, I'm very confused. It's not a kit, but it comes with pieces of interfacing to make the two berries. This is from Summer House Stitchworks. I could not find this anywhere or figure out where it was from originally. So I don't know if this was an exclusive for some event where it will eventually get released or not. I just know it was the only one that there aren't any for sale now. So if you like it, it's the only one for sale that I can find right now. But I don't know anything about it. I could not. It was weird to like not even find like, oh, this was an exclusive at Summer House or whatever, Summer School or whatever. Like I couldn't find anything. Summer House Stitchworks Baroque Elegance. Teresa Kogut Poinsettia Place. Which this says it was Kitten Stitcher Advent 2021, but this pattern has been now released. So Maria Clark 1846 from Needlework Press. Brenda Keyes, the Sampler Company. This is called Plymouth Sampler. And it has not been opened, and it has a couple little extra things in the back. This is Shakespeare's Peddler's Tea for Two. Oh, this is Blackbird Designs Come Into My Garden. I just bought a copy of this like 3 weeks ago off of eBay. And now it was a really good price, but it's so funny. I literally just bought this. I love this sampler. Okay, this is Blackbird Designs. My Heart is True. Quaint Rose Needle Art Stitching Maiden. Mary Ann's Rules for Living, a reproduction by Hand to Work. This is Virginia Escales, 1836, by Reflet de Soie. Now, I'm sure it being a French sampler, I butchered the name pronunciation. This says on here that it is copyright 2020 and that it was free with purchase at Kitten Stitcher. It is no longer available at Kitten Stitcher. I can only find it listed on a Reflet de Soie website that's so old and does not work. So I don't think there are copies out there of this that are easy to find. So if you buy it, yes, it says it was free at one time, but it is not a freebie from Kitten Stitcher anymore. Ellen Carr, 1843 by Needlework Press. Okay, these are the two Worcester Art Museum samplers that are hard to find and out of print. The way it is, it's kind of like this paper, fold-out paper with like a cover, but it was clearly never like stapled inside there or anything. This is Jane Ballard. And this is On Diligence. This one is like more of a traditional booklet. All right, Carriage House Sampling, Strawberry Dream. Okay, these are some Bristol. Okay, the next few ones are, well, okay, they're not really in order. All right, this is from Dutch Treat Designs. It's Bristol Bands. It's a Bristol Orphanage sampler. I think that's the original, and then the model was stitched only in red. I'm not 100% though. This is Home is Best by Nancy Mills. Okay. This is a started project. I'm just going to leave that in there. I listed this, the price is pattern only, but it does have like a tiny piece of fabric at the start where you could use the fabric and keep the stitching, or you could frog it and stitch your own. This is Dutch Treat Designs, The Master Weaver. Away We Ride from Blackbird Designs. Milady's Courting Conundrum by Running with Needle and Scissors. And Kirby 1845 by Needlework Press. Okay, I could not find anything about this. I could not find anything about this whatsoever online anywhere. It is called, and I need to take it apart because when I took pictures of it, I didn't realize I was going to have such a hard time. So this is some kind of kit. Okay. Does it say what it was for? Northwest Stitch Summit. Oh, okay. So this was for Pinwiths. Okay, so this is from Pinwiths 2021. I cannot find it for sale. So I don't know if this is going to be released, if this was a 2021 Pinwiths exclusive that is not for sale anywhere. This is called Seeds of Friendship, the basket. So that's what it looks like. And inside you get the chart, obviously, and good instructions for how to make the basket, which Kathy is known for her fun projects. And there's a piece of cardboard, then this piece of mat board. I assume this mat board is for the project. I don't know 100%. And then inside is what I assume is like the backing fabric all cut. I don't know if this is part of the kit or if the person who sent this to me cut these out herself. And then the magnet, a magnet, which I assume is to help make the basket. So this is like partially kitted up, exclusive from Pinwiths. I already listed it on the website. I didn't list that it had all this stuff, other stuff in it. Just because like the pattern's not in print, so it was already like, I already priced it a little bit higher than I would price a hands-on design pattern normally. But the project is really cool. Again, normally I would edit this kind of stuff out of me just putting it back together, and I can't do that today. 12 Days of Christmas Stockings by Annie Bees. I have this as a whip. Caroline Amelia Treadwell, Reproduction Sampler by Brenda Gervais. Queenstown Samplers, Elizabeth D. Ritter, I'm not sure. MP Motif Sampler by From the Heart Needle Art. This one's cool. Hannah Wilson Needlework Press. This is an Ackworth Quaker sampler. I really love blackwork samplers. Not blackwork samplers, but black samplers. Caratown Sampling Sampler Stocking. Reflet de Soie, Marie Vincent, 1905. I kept one Reflet de Soie chart. I didn't let myself keep all the ones I wanted. I just kept one. Bertha Gazon, 1925. That is so beautiful. Fox and Rabbit, Elizabeth Chauvet, 1869. Middle Miss Red Sampler from Sassafras Samplers. Sarah Wilson, 1837 by The Scarlet Letter. Eliza Garside, 1841. Fox and Rabbit, Sarah Newman, 1822. I really like this one. I just really like when the house has a lawn, I think. Red Letter Day by Teresa Vignette, who is Shakespeare's peddler / kitten stitcher. GH 1857 by, I looked up the name of the designer. It's like on here it says Simone de Jong van Viesen, but I think it's like Swa. On the website or on Etsy, I have it listed correctly, but I think it's like Swa. Oh, it's Soy ID. Atelier Soy ID. Just Stitching Along, TGA Redwork Sampler. Eleanor Parr from The Scarlet Letter. I love this one. And again, I would normally, but I can't today. Mary Ann Anon, 1858. The Scarlet House, Mary Finley. A Yuletide Welcome by Plum Street Samplers. This was sold as part of a kit. Which is why it's like a different format. Then I have old Plum Street patterns too. This is like a different format. Like it's on cardstock. The cover is, but then the back is paper. Dutch Treat Designs Lacework Needlebook. Oh, this is what I was saying when I got cut off. Fanny Johnson, 1838 by Needlework Press. Shepherd's Bush Charles's stocking. There are 4 Shepherd's Bush stockings, I think, 3 or 4. Miss Sarah Lockhart, 1845 by Just Stitching Along. Norfolk Needle Art, Sarah Clark, 1789. That is gorgeous. Brenda Gervais, Seasons of the Heart. You get all 4 seasons. Mary Ann Aldred. Who's this by? Oh, Needlework Press. Rose Air Blooming by Summer House Stitchworks. Maria Davis, 1823, a Bangor, Maine reproduction. H. Purdy, 1822, by Needlework Press. Harriet D. Terode, 1881, from Tabby Cat. I can't find this for sale anywhere. I think it must have been sold as part of a set. Anyway, I already listed it. I don't remember what I listed it for, but I don't think this is easy to get. Nancy Stead, 1822, Tabby Cat. This is a Hobby House exclusive, I'm pretty sure. British Isles band sampler from Cross Stitch Antiques. This is an original design, not a reproduction. Carden Antiques and Needlework, Ann Newton, 1838. My Angel from Dirty Annie's. Little Annie Lewis from Lottie Daw. Lula stocking from Shepherd's Bush. Peter stocking from Shepherd's Bush. Lone Eagle sampler from Needlework Press. We're getting there. Painted Flowers from Shakespeare's Peddler. I really liked this when it came out at Market. So pretty. Scottish Garden Pin Drum from Needle Made Designs. Tree of Life sampler from Brenda Gervais, which is a reproduction sampler. Last one, Emma Miles, 1848, Scarlet Letter. Okay. I think now you guys know why I needed to break this up into multiple videos, because that's just probably 25% of what's in my office needing to be destashed, between what this guardian angel sent me and what a few of you others had gotten to me over the summer, and then my own personal stuff. So if you want to shop any of it, if you click the link in the description, it will take you to my Etsy store. My Etsy store is just Cross Stitch the Globe. If you do $35 worth of stuff, you get free shipping, which I know helps. I will have more stuff on. These orders will go out kind of as they come in, and then I'll have more stuff to destash on Thursday. Hopefully that video will go up on Thursday. It might go up on Friday, but hopefully it goes up on Thursday. And then also you can follow the store in case you're like, well, I want to see the Mirabilias as they come out, or like I want to see if she get, because I know I'm going to get more samplers up to at some point soon. So if you want to see that stuff as it goes up, you can follow the store, and then when you go into Etsy, it'll show you. But if you're not subscribed, I'd love if you subscribe. If you liked this Destash spray, there will be more. And again, my personal stitching, we'll get back to my personal stitching when I record my next regular floss tube episode. And if you made it to this point, that's crazy. Thank you so much. Oh, my voice is going. Okay, if you made it to the end of this video, could you leave... well, one, if there's any of these you have as a whip, I would love to know, or whatever your favorite one was. And then if you could leave a bird emoji, because, you know, every sampler's got a bird on it somewhere. All right. I will see you again soon. Excited to see what you guys liked, and yeah, I'll be back later this week.